Welcome to the another episode of Abstract Thesis series. In this series, we are digging deep into the Power BI concepts. If you have not subscribed, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so that you can get notification for our new video. Hello and welcome to this new Power BI video. We are continuing our Abstract Thesis series, and today we are going to take up on the feature row level security RLS. So let's understand what is row level security. So basically what happens in case of row level security, you want to restrict the data from the row level. So basically you want to, at each row level, you want to go and apply a security and want to remove that data from the user. Okay. So let's say I go to the item dimension and based on the category, I want to remove the row. So I say a category 1 is assigned to someone or only show me category 1 data. So basically what is happening, we are removing the data from the user which can see. So basically row level security is data security. So what we are right now talking about, securing the data based on certain rules from the users, and those rules are going to apply at the row level. So that's why this is row level security. Now to apply this, we have to create certain set of roles, and then based on those roles need to be assigned to the users, and then this security will apply. So that is row level security for you. So let's try this out. And in the RLS, we create certain roles, and we try to test those roles by on the Power BI desktop using view as. So what we are going to do is we are going to create certain roles today, and we're going to test those, and also need to test those on Power BI services. So first thing which I'm going to do is let me create a visual first of all on a new sheet, and then we begin this journey. So let's say I have this item dimension. I have these categories with me. And in this categories, let's see, I'm saying quantity or net sales, let's say net sales. Now what I want to create a user which is having access to, let's say, category 1. Only I want to show the category 1. So I can go ahead and create a role, let's say call it category. I created a role category. I go to item dimension and I say add filter, and I say category. I can use category ID also, and here I provide a value category 1. Save. Now I saved it, and if I come here, right now I'm seeing everything. I come here and I start seeing a new role which is category. I click category and I say okay, and you will see that viewing at category 1 and my data got reduced. Okay, so now what I can do, I can assign this role to the various users, and they will only have access to category 1. So let's say north user, south user, east user, west user. So I can go ahead and control this thing and can actually have this. So what I would like to do is I would like to publish this file and check it on Power BI services. So let me save this. Right now my Power BI is not signed in. So let me sign in and open Power BI services, and then we'll continue this journey on Power BI service. We'll publish it. So let me click on the publish, and the publish will force me to sign in also. Okay, so let me sign in and then we'll continue this. So now I logged in and it is giving me option. I created a new workspace there and I'm publishing it there. And once it is published, I'll go to that particular role, that particular workspace, and try to check it. So let's jump to Power BI services. While this is creating, let me refresh the new workspace which I had. There is no content as of now. It's publishing. Let's wait for it to publish. So it has published it here, and let me say got it, and let me jump back here. And as you can see, I'm able to see here a report, and I can also see a data set here. I click on this data set and I go to security. And the moment I go to the security, it show me this category, the new role which I created in Power BI desktop. And that's what you have to do. You have to make sure that Power BI desktop, you create certain roles, and those roles will come out here. And I say test as a role. So if I click on the test and the role, now I have actually saved it on the last page where I was showing to you. Now I can see this report with filtered with this one. Now I can go back to my workspaces again, and I can go to AD workspace, and let me open the report directly from here without using the security, and you can see all 5 of them is coming. Now if I let me go back again to the workspace, and if I go back to the AD workspace, if I go back to the settings out here, now in the settings, if let me not in the settings, let me go back. So definitely in setting gateway and all those settings I have to do. Let me go back to the workspace AT, and in the workspace, in the data set, in this security, I can give the email addresses where I want to apply this role as, or these can be other than Office 365 list. I can use the list. I can give the groups, email enabled groups out here. So I can use those things out here to give access to the other user on this particular security role. Now let's jump back to Power BI desktop. So what I'm going to do is, let me do one thing. Let me add a table where actually I want to give this security to certain email IDs. Okay. And right now I don't have email IDs. Means when I log in, I have email ID there in Power BI service. Even if I don't want to use our email ID, so right now instead of email ID, just for the testing, I'll use certain names. Those names need to be email ID, so that user principal name or username you can use to get it. So we are going to create here a category. I'll take category here, and we need to be very much sure that we are creating the correct one. And 1, category 2, category 3, category 4, and category 5. And let me go ahead and assign it to user. So I'll say it is user 1. I'm defining different owners for that. User 1, and let me copy the user and keep on adding that. User 2, user 3, user 4, user 5. Okay, and let me call it cat security table, category security table, and let me say load. Now what I'm going to do is, I will go to my data model and I attach this table and try to build up security for here. Now it is saying the apply changes. Now ideally speaking, this should come either from your database, or you can have an Excel from where you can load it. Right now, just to showcase, I have done it here. Now let me add a new tab here, and let me drag item dimension, and let me also drag the new table which we have. Sometime now in the newer version of the Power BI, it might not show the table. You have to actually close and open it. This is something which is issue in the newer version. Sometime you might face it. So let me get that right now for you. So we have this table now, cat sec, and let's go, and it's, if we see, it's automatically get joined with the in the one to many on the category join. Let's leave that join right now as is. So it is showing one on the item side and many on this side. So let's leave it right now, and direction is single, and it's not showing the security option. We make it both direction and see. And now sometime it option does not work. Ideally this option should work in both direction, but sometimes it doesn't work. But without it also, I tested that the security do work. So now we will go to the manage roles. Now I know what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new role which is dependent on user, and I'm going to create this role, and there I'm going to go ahead and say in the user add filter, and we have this column name 1. Let me go ahead and first of all rename this column as user. Now let me go to the manage roles. So what I'm going to do here is, I'm going to define the new role which is user, and in the user role, let me go ahead, let me make it small case. Now I go ahead and say user, and on the user I will say use the name which is user principal name or username function. Let's see, and we'll say save. Okay, so now this is the error which you can get. So you have to go to the relationship here, and you have to uncheck this. If it does not work, save it, come back, Now add it again, and you can add it on multiple. Right now again I'm saying, and let me say username. Okay, so now we are ready to test this. So let's go ahead and test this. So what we are going to do, we are going to go to the modeling tab, and in the modeling tab we will go say view as. In the view as we'll say other user, and right now we define user one there. Let's say user one and the user role which we have to select, and then let's see what does it give. So we are able to see category. Now we'll say view as. Now let's put user 2 here. Now we see category 2. Okay, now this seems good. Now let me go ahead and modify this table. So we go to edit query. Now we are able to see, but this is not going to be the case. What would happen in that case? Let me double click on the source. Now what would happen, you will have this scenario like, where you have this all on the user one. Okay, user one have access to everything. Now you will have user 2 which is going to have access to. Now our relationships might change, it might give error, but let's go ahead and do that. Now user 3 have access to this. Okay, and we say close and apply. We say let it change and apply changes, stop viewing. We say close, we say apply changes, and it's going to give data model relationship error to us. Now we say close, we say stop viewing. Let's jump onto the data model. Let's jump to the data model. Now on the item side, and this one, this is going to be now this is going to be a many to many relationships. Okay, now it's saying it cannot happen like this. It's giving a warning, no problem in that. Let's see, and we say apply changes. Let's come back here. Let's look here in the model. It should also show us here. Okay, let's come back here and let's try to test it. Now we say other user and user 1, and we say okay. We should not see any difference. Now we go to view as, and we say user 2. We should see only 3. We say view as user 3. We should only see 2. So now in this manner you can apply row level security. Now what more, one thing I wanted to do is, actually I wanted to go ahead and remove security for a user 4. So if this is user 4, then I don't want it to apply any kind of security. So I go to the manage role, and I go to this one, and I see this is there. Now this is basically a if condition. So what I say, user name, if user name equals to, let's say user 4, okay, then let's say we return true, else we return user equal to username. Okay, let's try like this. Save. It's saying some error is there. Let's make it username. Okay, seems like it saved it. Now let's say view as. We say user 4. Now user 4, we have not assigned any kind of security. We have just went ahead in the manage role. We went ahead and actually said, okay, you go ahead and just return true. So I can have a set of user for which I can return true, and there are other set of user from where I can apply the security from table. So go ahead and try this out. Do let us know what else you wanted to see in this particular series. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you. Keep watching, keep asking questions in comments, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you can get notification for new videos. Thank you.